Sometimes for people who like to help people, it can be really hard to say no. It can be really hard to feel or grapple with your feelings that you're letting people down, that you're leaving people high and dry, or even that they're going to have to go and fend for themselves. As a leader, you have a responsibility to step up and know when to say no. So some things that I want to share with you today is how to make this as easy as possible, both for you and for the people around you. I think it's really hard as someone who likes to have everyone liking them. That's my preference. It's also hard for somebody who likes to have everybody on their side, having fun. I also really love helping people. It can be hard for me to say no to different things. However, what I have learned along the way, sometimes quite painfully, is that the more that I refuse to say no, the worse my situation tends to get. So, some things that I wanted to share with you today are some important steps in practicing your no muscle. This isn't going to be a very long blog because I just want it to be short, sharp, punchy. I want you to say no to spending endless amounts of time sitting watching videos that you're not going to implement. I want you to say no to doing things that aren't contributing to your overall message. I want you to say no to things that aren't helping you to step up as a leader, to creating authority, to creating a powerful personal brand, to demonstrating the fact that you are a freaking rock star in your industry, that you're amazing, that you're inspiring, that you're motivating. So if you think about all of those things that you said yes to, that you'd wish you'd said no to, how would it have felt for you to be able to create that space for something more amazing? Because here's the thing. When we say no to something, it creates more of the yes, or more of the yes things that you really, really want in your world, right? If you say no to spending time with people who drag you down, who zap your energy, you know, those energy vampires and oxygen thieves who all they want to do is just latch on to your positivity, to your motivation, to your inspiration, to your energy and kind of drain you. You know, there's nothing worse than that. Well, there are lots of things worse than that, but I think it's pretty horrible. So this becomes a boundaries conversation. Now, as a leader, you know how important it is to have boundaries, strong boundaries. We want strong boundaries. We can have some firm boundaries as well, and maybe some soft boundaries depending on the situation. But if you're going about your day only with soft boundaries, you will find that those energy vampires just kind of like latch on really, really fast. I saw a post earlier of a friend of mine who posted that energy vampires are a bit like ticks. They don't know what they're doing, but what they're doing is like they're latching onto you, they're burrowing their way in, and then you're kind of like sitting there trying to flick them out. And unless you prevent yourself from getting more ticks, then, you know, that's what you're going to keep getting. And they don't know what they're doing. So it's your responsibility as an evolved human, as someone who's super conscious and awake and, you know, doing things differently to the normal people and the rest of the world. It's your responsibility to cultivate very firm boundaries and be okay with this. So some steps that you can take if you're new to saying no or you're wanting to practice getting better, write out what it is that you are willing to tolerate. Who is it that you're willing to hang around? What do you not want to have in your life anymore? Now, the other thing for you to remember is that no is a complete sentence. So if you get invited to something and you don't want to go because, you know, maybe it's going to be a drain on your energy because it doesn't line up with who you are, what you're all about and things like that, if it's against your values, if it doesn't tie into the commitments that you have made to you and your family based on your beliefs and your value system, then the answer is no. Affirm, no thank you, and that's it. You don't need to say anything else. We often get caught up in trying to justify why we can't do something or trying to make excuses. Everybody is used to people doing that. So you don't even, you can break that cycle. You can break that habit. If they're like, Oh, why? And you say thank you, but no. They won't like it because in their heads, they're looking for a reason. Don't get caught up in their stuff. Just stay in your own lane, put your blinkers on, and remember that you don't have to justify your decisions for anything to anybody else. What you will start to see happen is you're going to be able to start saying yes to more things. So more positive experiences will come your way, more opportunities will come your way, more awesome people and all of that kind of stuff. So saying no creates a space for more yes. Exactly the same way is when you create space in your calendar for more clients, that's what tends to flow. You take that first action so that the universe can actually give you more of what you want. How this applies to leadership. When you've got clients coming through and they don't want to do something, or they do want to do something, or they're having trouble and they're needing coaching and they're being stuck and stuff like that, you can help them with establishing their no boundary, right? What is the line? What are their rules of engagement? What are their not negotiables? And then you can help to lead them through that process, which also creates freedom. Now, I would love to hear how you've gone with this. Have what has been the fallout from this? Don't get caught up in other people's drama, all right? Sometimes you'll find that other people react in different ways, and that's cool. That's their issue, that's their shit. You don't have to worry about anything to do with their reaction. Their reaction is their reaction. You are solely responsible for how you show up, how you do what you do, and the way that you protect your boundaries and your energy, all right? Let me know how you go. My name is Nicola. I will see you really soon. Bye.